Hi guys, this is Emmy. So before we start this episode of Screen Sips, I just wanted to give a trigger warning if you aren't aware of the contents of this book and movie. It does involve speaking about domestic abuse and violence. So I just wanted to put that out there before we start the episode. If you are obviously not comfortable with listening to that kind of stuff or it's triggering, please feel free to not watch this episode. Yes, but enjoy the first episode of Screen Sips.
Hey y'all, welcome to Screen Sips.
No. So welcome to our new mini series
Yes.
within Fandom Rumor Cafe called Screen Sips. You know, I
Yes.
don't know if you got that.
Did y'all get it?
She tried to sing it.
Yes.
So yeah, in this series, let's just explain what we're gonna do a little bit in
Yeah.
the series.
So, little backstory. We're like, why are we doing this? Because why not? That's the main thing. Why not? On top of that, we were just brainstorming that within our podcast, we just talk about so many things, and there's certain things that are not, for example, like this movie that are worth 90 minutes to 60 minutes of your time. So we're like, we'll just make this like little segments of movies that we will be reviewing or discuss
movies that come out in theaters, like as
specifically
they come out, like,
in theaters. We'll do our best to be up to date as possible. We are still students, so
yeah, we're gonna do the ones that interest us the most, anyways.
Of course, yeah.
We're thinking of maybe doing Twisters
for sure.
Do like a little comparison between the old and the new Twister. But we're gonna start with It Ends With Us because we have been excited for this movie for like since it first got announced.
Yes,
We've been keeping up with like when the casting got released and the director got announced.
Everything.
So and it also has so much controversy around it, not just the book and the movie itself, but I guess the behind the scenes drama
as well,
which we're going to talk about, but we don't know, we're not well informed, like the internet is not well informed, so we're just going to be spouting the information that we've been getting. But yeah, we're going to start with It Ends With Us, which came out literally
last Thursday,
August, it was like August 9th, right?
Yeah, last Friday, but we saw it Thursday night.
We always like going
the
day before.
The day before.
It was a packed theater too, which was interesting.
Okay, let me just say, sorry if you guys could hear the AC. The AC is like right there. But with that being said,
let's get right into it.
So before we even say anything about us actually watching it, the marketing for this movie, it was already a red flag. I'm so sorry. Not with the drama or anything, but how it was being promoted to us. Yeah. I was a little
trigger warning.
I was so concerned because I was like, why are they making it seem like it's just a girl in a flower shop?
I think they assumed that the majority of their viewers were going to be people who came from the book, but like for Colleen and the rest of them, like they want people who haven't read the book to also go watch the movie as well. Correct. So I think they were giving a lot of it's like a false view of what the movie was going to be about. They were promoting it as a rom-com. Even now on their promo, tour, it's still being promoted as a rom-com in a way, that it's just like a florist who moves to Boston and is in a love triangle.
That's it. And that's the guy. That is it. You think that it's just a girl fighting for like two guys that you don't know who she's gonna end up with based off the trailer.
But that's the initial issue also with the book. When the first like 100 pages is just that. You think it's that. You think it's gonna be Lily in this love triangle with someone from her high school love with this new guy Ryle. So it's the same thing with the book. It's not just the movie's fault. The movie's coming from its predecessor, so I don't know. Yeah. I think that it's an issue for both. But yes, obviously the way they're promoting it as a movie, there's no trigger warnings. There's no like real talk about what it's going to be about.
No.
Especially for young viewers, because it's rated PG-13. It's not rated R. It's rated PG-13. So, young kids, young middle schoolers are going to go be able to see this movie.
Yeah. And I think one of the main reasons why it was rated PG-13, I agree the message is given out to a wider audience. I think that's smart. On top of that, I like the blackouts. I don't think we need to see the specific. Yeah. It would be rated R at that point, but I don't mind the blackouts. I think that's fine.
But this book, like books have age limits as well.
Yes.
And this book specifically, I think it's 15 or 16 plus. So like to read it, that's the age requirement or the age that they advise. Mm-hmm. So it's interesting that they made the movie PG-13. I guess there's no in between. You know, it's either PG-13 or R.
Yeah.
It's not like TV where TV has like TV-16.
No, TV-14.
They also have TV-16.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They have so many options.
Well,
Because the 100 started as TV-16 and then it
Oh.
became MA because of the graphic violence.
well,
But anyways, we can start with the likes because I feel like
okay.
we're not gonna rant as much about the likes.
Looking back at the movie, I kind of enjoyed the casting. I think here's the thing. Hear me out. I saw a lot of video essays discussing the differences, and based off of the book, Lily is like 23, fresh, like out of college and opening up a flower shop. It's like same thing with Ryle. With Ryle, he's like in his late 20s, already a neurosurgeon.
Early
like
30s.
Like all of them are so like successful in their life at such young ages in the book. Unlike in the movie, I kind of like how they aged them up because it gives a sense of some sort of reality that Ryle is like in his mid 30s, a neurosurgeon. Like that's a bit more.
With Ryle, I was fine.
Yeah.
My problem was Blake Lively. I don't think they should have aged up Lily. I think Lily works well as a 23, 24-year-old.
Okay.
Because there's that like lack of knowledge in relationships.
That's a good point.
There's also that innocence, and there's also that like dynamic of an older guy, younger girl that kind of takes advantage or gaslights in a little way. I prefer that. I also think it works for her and Atlas's like dynamic because in the movie she's like 30, right? 30, yes. 32. Mm-hmm. So that means she hasn't seen Atlas in over 10 years and they're still in love with each other. It's a little creepy. Like it's been 10, 12 years. Whereas in the book, it's only been 3 years since high school. Since she last saw him.
That's a valid point.
So those feelings make more sense that they're still there. You know?
No. Hey, you gagged me.
You know?
You did. I will say the younger versions of Lily and Atlas, I think they had good chemistry.
Oh, no, yeah. I really enjoyed the younger actors. I can't speak. The younger actors for Lily and Atlas. This is my hot take. Okay. I think they should have just chosen an actress who could play
both
a young teenager, but also look like a college student, like Zendaya in Challengers.
That's a great point.
I think they should have chosen somebody who could have that duality of age, the way Zendaya does. You know,
just
find someone who looks like Lily. Because I think the actress who plays young Lily, she has that duality in her, like in her face. Like she has the kind of face where she can look like a young teenager, but also maybe play like a 23, 24-year-old.
Okay.
I think that would have worked better for Lily. Also, Justin Baldoni, I'm not sure how old he is.
I think he's in his early...
Not 40. I think he's like 35, maybe. 35, 36. But maybe he didn't have to be aged down so much, but maybe like 32.
40, let's go.
Yeah, see, so like if
oh my god,
Ryle,
he's 6.
He doesn't look 40. He looks like 35 to me. But no, I personally like Justin Baldoni as an actor, but that's bias. I really love Jane the Virgin, Raphael. But the actors who play Atlas and Ryle are a lot older because they're obviously aged up to match Lily's age. But I don't know if it worked as well as I would have wanted it. I thought it was scene for scene like the book. I thought they...
Well, what's relevant? I agree.
It's literally scene for scene from the book, in my opinion. Like, it's carbon copy. Like, they didn't really change any of the plot lines. They didn't change...
There's a few things that they did change, like, but minute details. But major plot...
minute, though. Like, small things to fix plot holes, but all the main plot, like everything from beginning to end is basically the same, except for the ending, because Justin Baldoni did talk about the ending. In the book, Lily decides to co-parent with Ryle, but in the movie she decides to fully divorce him.
But that's something that we don't... Oh no, sorry, it is said in the movie that which I don't know, it's changing the book.
I thought it was a good change because it's not realistic. It's not realistic that, like...
Oh, that's a good point.
Because this is Justin Baldoni's words. He says that, like, because he worked with a company that deals with women in domestic violence, stuff like that. I forget the organization's name. But he said that 90% of abusers don't change, you know?
Yeah.
They don't change. So it's not realistic to have have Ryle be that small percentage of the guys who are going to change, you know? Because they don't want to portray that. They don't want to show that, that people can change. That's part of a little bit of the drama with, what's happening with Justin and Blake.
Yeah. But see, that's something I completely forgot. Oh, I loved that Ellen was
I literally had that's my last note.
one scene. She was mentioned in one scene.
They made it more of like a little snippet or like an Easter egg for the people who have read the book, you know. But I love that they didn't include it
I was so worried
as diary entries. I like that they didn't have like young Atlas and Lily, like because a lot of their scenes when they're younger is like focused around Ellen and stuff like that. That's all my likes. What's your likes? Like, do you have any more? Like something that you can praise the movie for. I think it was watchable. Like I think.
Oh yeah.
The person who came to watch it for the book is gonna enjoy it.
Oh, okay. We had our friend Isabella who had when I tell you no context of this film, she just said I want to watch that movie because I know that
because she thought it was a rom-com.
She was like, I want to watch this movie. You guys, why not? I'm like, okay. And we're like over here like worried of how it's being depicted and stuff. And she's just like, I thought it was fine. That was kind of funny.
Like, I thought I was gonna cry.
Yeah, she thought it was just like, oh no, but see, I don't like it. I was thinking about the script on the balcony,
the rooftop.
Yeah,
I like that.
I liked it,
but I was telling Issa like literally before I went to go watch the movie, I told her, oh, there's a rumor that Ryan Reynolds, which is Blake Lively's husband, wrote the rooftop scene for the movie, and I was like, oh, it's just a rumor. And then when we're watching it, I'm like, this is so Deadpool, because I just watched Deadpool Wolverine like 2 weeks before this.
Yeah.
So watching it, I'm like, oh, the humor is so Deadpool.
It is
like it's so Ryan Reynolds.
It's very Ryan Reynolds.
So you can definitely tell. I don't know if the rumor is true or not, but I mean, actually, I think Blake confirmed it in an interview. She said that Ryan wrote most of the rooftop scene.
Yeah.
Like he rewrote it, which I guess that also feeds into why there might be drama within the cast. Because
I'm really trying to see, like, it is a movie where for me it's a one-time watch. Like I'm happy I watched it once. I don't plan on rewatching it.
Maybe when it's on streaming and give it another look. But I'm not gonna go to theaters again and watch it.
Oh no.
Because there's movies I'll go watch multiple times in theaters and I think it's worth it. But
yeah, so I'm really trying to think of, like, I like the movie poster. I thought it was beautiful. The
one with her and the flowers. The one that they used for the book, right?
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, the one they used for the book. I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah. It's like with her face. I thought it was beautiful. I like how it's slight. I'm trying to look at a movie poster. I like how it's movie. Well.
Another I liked the soundtrack music, but I don't think it had anything to do with the movie. Like My Tears Ricochet by Taylor Swift.
Oh my god, that is the funniest thing.
I don't understand
the context.
Anyways, Cherry by Lana. I guess Cherry by Lana maybe, but like Lana stans don't come from me, but a lot of Lana stans know that Lana like is known for glorifying like toxic relationships in her music. So I don't know if that was the best song to put into the movie, but I love that song. So when I heard it, I was like, Lana.
And also in the poster, it says, we break the pattern or the pattern breaks us. Unlike here, the book on the back of it, it says, sometimes the one who loves you is the one who hurts you the most. I kind of like that change. I kind of like the color grading of the poster because it does set like a dark tone to it. I enjoy this.
I like that they kept the flowers as well.
Yes, all right.
The font is the same.
All right, guys.
We're going into the dislikes. Okay, she has a big one.
Okay, so we'll start. I hate watch this film. I'm sorry. I hate watch this film because I got the Regal Unlimited, y'all, and I will be only giving 50 cents to this film because I cannot. Anyway, first things first. With the budget that they had, what was this budget? Before I give my criticism, budget.
It's probably in the million.
All right.
In the 200.
$25 million.
That's it?
That's it.
That's low.
It's very low. I
personally think that's low.
That's extremely low.
Definitely.
And half of it went to My Tears at Ricochet.
That's really what I wrote because we were joking the whole time. They played that whole song.
Okay.
That's a 5-minute song.
So y'all had $25 million. And there's I think there's no visual effects in this film. Y'all had $25 million and y'all give me that ugly, disappointing, mediocre, disgraceful title card, black screen, white font. That's it.
They could have even made it pink like they do here. Like if they're gonna use the same font, they could have.
I'm just
made
like
it pink.
the amount of talented After Effects people in this world, visual effects people. Oh my god, y'all couldn't hire anyone to like sprout out like flowers and stuff out of
I
out
came
of
up
the
with a
work.
good one. I was like, they
Oh
should
yes.
have Lily, someone writing in like natural handwriting, writing out "It ends with us." And you can hear the little scratches, and then you see little flowers bloom from the back or something.
Yeah.
Make it. No, I'm just kidding.
Sorry, y'all. I'm talented, but not that talented.
I'm so dead.
But
But
it's
like something like that. That's
but
more
like even
creative.
then, that detail would have been so good because it shows it's a callback to her diaries. It's a callback to that.
Although
We barely saw
the
that.
diaries aren't, because it's Ellen stuff.
Oh, true.
She
Yeah.
writes to Ellen. Her diaries are like not an important part of them. They're not included in the movie at all.
Yeah.
And I think that is better that they did it like that. Like either have them or have them not even mentioned at all, because it creates like conflicting. There's like no inner monologue for Lily, which maybe would have worked better, like having her inner thoughts, but they chose to depict it a different way, which I kind of liked. Remember how we talked about like in the beginning, that first scene with where Ryle burns his hand and hits her like this. It's shot from a way that it looks like an accident. And then after that they get a little more what's it called? They increase in like the way they look. Like the when he pushes her down the stairs, it really kind of looks like he did push her down the stairs. But then when Lily finally leaves, she gets that and she looks back on the things that happened, you can see the other angles, which is like, no, it wasn't an accident. He literally like elbowed her, or he literally pushed her down the stairs.
I will say they did such a good job because when we saw it, we're like, wait, did he hit her? No, I don't think he did. Like it got me as a viewer thinking about it.
Oh my god, I need to talk about one more. Like,
okay,
I love that they kept in Atlas's my favorite phrase from the book, which is if you ever fall in love again someday, fall in love with me. That's literally the only thing I like from this book at this point is that line. It was so cute. I like that they kept that in. His
delivery was perfect. Like I was like, boy, I'm gonna fall in love with you. Lily, get the fuck out the way.
Also, them casting Lily's father as Owen Hunt. She's never watched Grey's Anatomy, but if you know, you get it. Like that man, we all hate him in Grey's Anatomy.
Well, yeah. And we're supposed to hate him in this film too, so valid.
Okay, give us another dislike.
I don't know, like
outfits.
Oh, thank you. God, they don't use Pinterest or anything. They don't use TikTok for
this research. Is my thing. I understand that they wanted to make the outfits quirky like Lily's character, because in the book she's known to have unusual style, and I understand that. But the way they put these outfits together, it literally just looks like they grabbed random shit. We were watching High School Musical 2 yesterday, and those outfits looked better than Lily's outfits.
They ate. Not only that, they're
so ugly.
Not only that, it screams. When I say it screams, millennial played Roblox just to impress, and they had 10 seconds left.
Oh, I have another hot take. Sorry, I was thinking about it. Because I've been watching interviews, and then Blake says that a lot of the wardrobe is hers, or like that it came from her husband, or it's like Gigi Hadid's, like her girlfriend's wardrobe. Right. Designer stuff. Lily is supposed to be a middle-class girl, like trying to open a flower shop in Boston. Why is she wearing Louis Vuittons? Why is she wearing designer clothing? You know,
she really did
it doesn't make sense. Like her clothes should have been picked out from like thrift shops, or like, you know, like have that implication, like something, or just like very that. Or
even making it very, very casual.
Yeah,
very
I feel like
casual.
The evolution also didn't change with the character as the movie moved
even
on.
Then her younger self dressed better.
I think her younger self's outfits made more sense, but then when she's older, like it's like she's has money. She doesn't though. She's supposed to be a middle class woman who's opening a flower shop.
Not only that,
who lives in Boston too. Not that Boston is a cheap place to live, but like Boston is like
I think that's
around the edges sometimes.
It's expensive. It's the city. It's downtown. So, like it's expensive. How the hell is she?
I don't mind it being like an out there style. Like it's ugly to me, but
like, it doesn't even work.
The designer clothing and stuff doesn't work like for the type of character that Lily is. And that's another thing. It's like, did the costume designer, not the wardrobe department, like have less of a limit because Blake wanted this and Blake wanted that, you know? Like I understand she's a producer, but like you have to let the departments do their jobs, what they think is best for the story. That's why they were hired.
I think it's very interesting now that I think about it, because that's how you save money. You bring your own wardrobe, you bring your own costume, and I think
that's fine too, but like make it believable. Again, Blake Lively is a billionaire. Her and her husband are billionaires that have the money to buy these expensive outfits. So the boots that she wore, for example, those were her boots from at the party. The really silvery ones.
Yeah, the sparkly ones.
Lily would not wear that.
Like,
Like,
very-
those are designer boots that cost like $1 million, like not $1 million, like thousands of dollars.
But that hair,
She wouldn't wear
that little
that.
like,
She wouldn't wear that though. You don't
she wouldn't
agree?
wear any of those outfits. I'm so sorry. Half of the things, I don't even
The
know.
patterns were weird. They were ugly. Again, I'm just trying to
Her
stop to
flower
be
shop,
unusual.
her flower shop outfits ate though.
I really liked the flower shop.
The flower,
itself.
I like the flower shop too.
And,
It was
and when I was
pretty.
reading the book, I thought something like a lot of sunlight and bright colors. But when they made it like that dark, like Wednesday type tone, I really liked.
I liked it. I like. Oh, there's a light.
Oh, I really liked Jenny Slater.
Yeah.
I forgot her name.
Yeah. I love her character.
I think she brought a good comedy to the character. That's like kind of like the one in the book, and I know I really liked her character. Now, do I wish there was a little more chemistry between like Ryle and his sister, like that dynamic? Maybe, but I guess the movie is so long already that there's other things to focus on.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think. Oh, a hot take, not for me. I watched a video essay, and they said something about how Blake Lively didn't even bring anything new to the Lily character. It just feels like she's playing herself in a way, and that she's also incorporating a little bit of like Serena from Gossip Girl in there because like she's played that character for so long. They basically said that like she didn't bring any attributes that were like unique to Lily herself. Like it just felt like she was playing herself or another Serena. Like in certain parts of the movie, she plays like kind of like a mean girl, or like she's very confident in this and that. But that also plays to the age. I'm telling you, if they had picked someone who was 23, 24 years old portraying that age, it would have brought the portrayal of Lily more to life. And I think it would have been better. But yeah, there was like somebody was saying that Blake Lively, they don't like her as an actress. Like they don't think she can do anything besides play that like mean girl.
And obviously, I think it's hard. It's hard
Yeah,
being an actor, and specifically in topics such as this plot of a movie. It's difficult. And that's also one thing. It's like you as an actress. I think I don't know how much research she did, but it seems like she didn't do any. It seems like she didn't do any research on the type of character. Did she sit down with Colleen's mom?
Whereas, yeah, because it's inspired by Colleen's parents, yeah. Or like where it's the opposite for me for Justin Baldoni. Although I didn't love the casting, I think he did a great job portraying Ryle and like the type of like manipulation and gaslighting, like that slow build to that. Like I think he played it really well because he's supposed to be charming and really good in bed and blah 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 blah. So I think that he did a great job. Another thing is like people were attacking him for like why is he inserting himself as the lead and when he's also the director, because even we said that.
Yeah.
Apparently Colleen like pushed him to be the lead, like she wanted him to play Ryle, but he just came into the project wanting to develop it and be the director and like focus more on that, because he even said it himself. He was like, even being a male director, he knew that like he wasn't going to be able to portray like it the best way because it's a female story. So but he worked with that organization. I think they're called Noma.
Okay.
That organization to like really put accuracy into the story that the book was missing.
Okay.
So I don't know, like I guess we can talk about the drama. That's like a big part of the drama.
So before we found out about anything, we were already speculating something was happening within the marketing because you pointed out that he didn't take any pictures with the rest of the cast, which I feel like I thought he didn't even attend the premiere. I didn't see any. I didn't see any pictures of him until the drama started to surface.
It looked like he didn't because he didn't take pictures of the cast.
Exactly. So I was like, damn, that must have sucked. Like whatever happened behind the scenes during production must have hit him so hard, or on the other end, like he didn't want to go to the premiere. Thankfully, he did go. I loved his outfit.
He didn't even open the like before they play the movie.
The press, the press.
The director's usually up there with the cast and the producers. He wasn't even up there. It was just Blake and Colleen. From what we've seen, like the majority of the promotion and the interviews being done about the movie, they're not even discussing.
I didn't even know
the main
that
topic of domestic violence and what the movie's about. They're not bringing attention to it, whereas all of Justin's interviews are about that. Like he's bringing up like the importance of why he wanted to make this movie and working with the organization that he's working with. So like that's why a lot of people are upset and taking, I guess, Justin Baldoni's side
now.
because of that. Like a lot of like Blake in her interviews, she's being asked about things that have nothing to even do with the movie. They're asking her about her hair care line. They're
No,
asking
I
her
actually
about Taylor Swift. They're asking her about stuff
I
like
saw
that.
I saw an interview with something along the lines like they were saying like, oh, like what did you do to connect to Lily's character, all that fun stuff, and it made me mad that she didn't even like say, she didn't even answer the question. Like she was just like laughing about it or something. Or what was it? She said something along the lines of like, "Oh, I would share my location."
Lucky enough to run into a celebrity in public. We only have a few moments to maybe speak with you guys, but for people who see this movie, who relate to the topics of this movie on a deeply personal level, they're really going to want to talk to you. This movie is going to affect people and they're going to want to tell you about their life. So if someone understands the themes of this movie, comes across you in public, and they want to really talk to you, what's the best way for them to be able to talk to you about this? How would you recommend they go about it?
Like asking for like my address or my phone number or like my location share. Or I could just location share you and then we could I'm just curious
Just
about
social security number.
I'm a Virgo, so I'm
Yeah.
like, are we talking logistics? Are we talking emotionally?
That
Oh, I don't know.
I'm
I haven't
confused
seen, I
as
haven't
well.
seen that interview, but I just know from the majority of the
And
ones
she
I've
was
seen.
sitting with her legs up, and she was like playing with her feet, and she was like,
Oh, no, yeah, I just saw from like the like and also like all those like, you know, Variety and like Wired do all those like where the whole cast is there and they do like questions and stuff like that. Justin hasn't been in any of those. And he's a lead. So they're like filling his
He's
spot
the
with
director,
characters
like-
who've only been in the movie for like 10 minutes. Yeah, a lot of people were also upset about Ryan Reynolds' involvement within production, and that seems to be the cause of the drama, which is that Justin is obviously the director and a producer on the movie, and that Blake was, they had a lot of creative differences, is what it seems, and she was inserting herself and her husband into like the project when, that probably wasn't talked about, like it probably wasn't a plan. So it's like it's obviously frustrating. If I was Justin Baldoni, I'd be frustrated that I'm trying to do my best to like get the story across, but I have my lead actress trying to also direct, because he said some shady shit. It was so funny. They asked him like, "Oh, would you be interested in directing the sequel?" And he's like, "No, I think Blake Lively's ready to direct. I think she's ready to take charge." And yeah, that's what really started pointing people. After he said that, it started pointing people towards like that's probably the issue. So but again, this is all alleged. We don't know what actually happened, but that seems to be what every source is like putting out there, and like the evidence seems to be connected to that.
Yeah, I do find it interesting how us as the media, we were blaming Justin doing all this shit. Justin.
I wasn't.
Girl, not you. I'm saying the media.
No, but I'm saying like I never saw that.
Really? Oh my god!
I saw for 1 second the people saying they unfollowed him, but that doesn't mean that it's his fault because he's the one being unfollowed.
No, it wasn't that. It was before that. People were like, they were just already speculating that, like, for Justin to insert himself as the male lead, not know the
like
truth.
I said, yeah, exactly. But when the information came about that, Colleen's the one who pushed him to do it.
Yeah.
He didn't want to do it.
I
feel like he probably would have been happier just being the director, just direct.
And also, they were Blake and Ryan. They were EPs, right? They were, or were they just producers?
It's just Blake. But Blake literally even said in an interview, she's like, my husband and me insert ourselves into each other's projects. The movie has serious issues within it, serious.
It's not even undertones. It's like serious
topics that are being portrayed, and then they treat the promotion of it and like the rollout as a joke, kind of. But at least Justin's doing what he can, and like all his interviews have been about that and like bringing awareness to the topic. So
yeah. Oh wait, that's also a thing. A dislike. A lot of times in books like these, I don't remember this. I think this book has like resources to like reach out and stuff at the very end. Like
probably.
that was nothing. There's nothing in the movie. When I say there was no, and that could be me. If I was directing, if I was producing, I would suggest this at the very end of the movie. Like I don't know what you would do,
links or organizations,
or just like reach out to someone like if you need help. Like it's little things like that a lot of times maybe some women don't even realize they're in these situations, and it's like, okay, where do I go from here? It's just having these messages to let people know, hey, this is not just a romance movie. Like, we're trying to spread awareness, give this message to you guys. And it just went straight to credits. Like, I was like, really? With every film, with most projects, there's always the potential, the ifs, if only they did this. I think it was a decent adaptation. Would I say to watch it? I don't know. I really don't. Well,
I think if you read the book, you
you're
should watch
fine.
it
Oh well.
and read it. No, I think if you read the book, you should. I think the movie's better than the book. That's
Yeah.
one of the rare occasions I say that. I think it was handled better, like the way, but that's also because Colleen's not the best writer for topics like this.
Mhm.
But yeah, no, I do think you should watch the movie. Like, I don't think, like, if you read the book. Now, if you haven't read the book, I mean, do you really need to go watch it? Probably not. But yeah, that's honestly okay. Give our rating. What was your letterbox rating?
I think it was a 3.
Yeah, mine was a 3 out of 5 stars.
3 out of 5. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Sure. What is
That's
this?
fair.
I'm like trying to think. Like, what is this? What is? It's a romance novel. It's a romance novel. I forget.
No,
it's
yeah,
considered a romance
It's
novel.
supposed to be. It shouldn't be marketed as that, but that's another topic.
Anyway.
But yeah, so we're gonna talk about a little bit because Colleen's been like apparently her
Teasing.
live action. It's already in production.
Oh, well.
Live action of Verity is in production, and they're asking her about casting and like who she would cast as the main 3 from Verity. Now, you said you haven't read Verity, but you watched like a video essay.
A video essay,
talking about
like
it.
breaking it down. Yeah.
So yeah, Verity is one of her more like
Psychological
it's
thrillers.
like psychological thriller, but it still has like fucking like obviously romance in it, which is very fucked up romance in my opinion. But I think I like Verity of all of them. Of the 4 Colleen Hoover books I read the most. Hey, I fell into the Colleen spell like everyone else in 2020.
Oh, yeah.
I read all her, like the 4 main books, which were like It Ends With Us, Verity, Ugly Love,
Mhm.
Ugly Love, and Reminders of Him. I don't really remember, bro.
Oh, it's remembering.
I gave them away.
You.
The only one I kept was this one in Verity.
It's called Remembering You, Regretting You.
Regretting You, that one, yeah. But Verity is probably my favorite of the 4 that I read. And I'm interested to see how they make it live action. Now, do we need more Colleen live actions? No, we don't. Her stories don't need to be made in live action. But they're asking her about casting, and some of the fan picks for casting I like.
Okay.
So like they were trying to, I think for Lowen, they thought Dakota Johnson.
Ooh.
Now for Verity, I think the character should be upped in age because the topics discussed, and they also I think in the book are upped in age as well. So yeah, they were saying Dakota Johnson for Lowen.
Okay.
And then they were saying
oh, I like that.
What is her name?
There we go.
Speak. Her for Verity. Victoria Pedretti. Honestly, I see her being Verity.
How do you spell that?
Pedre, yeah. Dretti.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Victoria Pedretti as being Verity.
Oh my god.
We'll put a picture up, but she is the girl from Haunting of Hill House and The Haunting of Bly Manor and from You. So
Ooh.
that she has that sinister quality in her that I feel like she could play really well. But I think she's too young.
Oh, great point.
I think she's too young to play Verity because Verity has like 3 kids and like is
Well,
like a writer, and she's like in her 30s, and I think Victoria's in her 20s, so I don't think she plays
she's
it. Now, could she play
29?
Lowen?
She's 29.
Now, could she play Lowen? I think she could play Lowen. Yes, these popular fan casting choices for Lowen include Dakota Johnson and Alexandra Daddario. Alexandra Daddario is the girl from Divergent.
Yeah. No,
not Divergent. The Maze Runner.
Yes,
and then
she's so beautiful. No, she's not. Not Maze Runner.
Not Maze Runner.
Fuck. What is?
I know what it is.
I know.
It's with Dylan. I thought it was with Logan Lerman.
Baywatch.
Oh, Zac Efron. San Andreas.
Percy Jackson. White Lotus.
One of the fucking
They all look the same. I'm sorry.
And then the fan casting for. Can you go back to the fan casting? Jeremy Crawford is the guy. Is the
So I was like
or whatever. Chris Evans. But yeah, so like people are just talking
Chris
about
Evans. Y'all are so annoying with Chris Evans.
My favorite thing about live actions from books is fan casting. So I think it's fun.
Do you know what's a good point though with Chris Evans? Besides Knives Out, I haven't seen him in a like villainous type of movie. I haven't
True.
seen. I haven't seen doesn't mean he hasn't played.
Yeah, I don't
haven't.
know if I've seen one either. But no, yeah. I mean, it's being made, so I might as well keep up with it. I'm sure the casting of it will be announced in a couple months.
For sure, yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see what's going to be done with it. Oh yeah, also the kids. There's like 3 kids involved or something. So
yeah.
it'll be interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that wraps up the little Colleen universe. We don't need to talk about her anymore. But
Well,
that was our thoughts on It Ends With Us.
that's all. That's all for now.
It's our first movie review. We'll probably do another one soon. First, I said maybe Twisters.
I think Twisters is next.
Maybe Twisters, even though Twisters came out a while ago. But
I don't care. I haven't seen it, so.
I did.
So.
I did. I was blessed.
You saw it twice, no?
No, I've only seen it once.
Oh.
But I don't care. It was so good. I've seen the original a lot, but this new one, so good.
All right. So let us know.
Yeah. This has been Screen Sips.
Screen Sips, y'all. I think we're going to do that because we had another idea, but.
Yeah, but no, this is Screen Sips.
Screen Sips. Oh, what did we drink today? Since Screen Sips, we had coffee.
Yeah, just coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, show them your clip.
Oh.
Yeah, guys, she's gonna be like Blake, just wearing flowers because that's what the movie's about, just flowers. Register to vote.
Yeah. Yeah.
They should.
Yeah, you should. That's it.
The debates are coming up, guys.
Debate.
I'm about to sit and
Both.
watch and
Both.
drink tea.
It's gonna be
Or drink wine. No, yeah, there's both. There's the presidential one and the VP one.
VP. So the presidential one will
the
be.
The VP one's gotta be funny. I'm sorry.
VP one's gonna be. Oh my god. Oh my god. Anyways, that's all for today, y'all. See you next time. This is Screen Sips with your host Isabella
And Emmy.
Ready?
Bye.
Bye.